Sliding Delta, run right by my door. Sliding Delta, run right by my door. I'm going up the country, baby, don't you wanna go? Going up the country, baby, don't you wanna go? Going up the country, won't be back no more. Going up the country, won't be back no more. That big Kate Allen got waist just like a man. Big Kate Allen got waist just like a man. Big Kate Allen waist just like a man. So take your woman every time she lands. Sliding Delta, run right by my door. Sliding Delta, run right by my door. My suitcase is packed, trunk's already gone. Can't see, baby, where the world is moving on. Sliding Delta, run right by my door. Sliding Delta, run right by my door. All right, Sliding Delta, great old Mississippi John Hurt song. I originally learned it from Doc Watson. His version's a little different, a little more country bluegrassy. But anyway, it's a fairly simple song, and I wanted to do this one because it's all right. Well, I got a couple of reasons. One, people get really weird about playing in the key of E on the mandolin, and I want to show you that playing in the key of E is just as easy to play in any other key. Just got to find your chords and voice them to fit the song and fit your voice. Okay. You can do a very simple chord melody based break, same way I did, or come up with your own. And that's the other thing is John Hurt never recorded the same way twice. I mean, like I said, I learned it originally from Doc, so I wanted to go back and listen to some of the John Hurt recordings. And so I went through the different ones, and I found he recorded it, 3-4 times minimum. And every time he played it differently, every time he sang it differently, every time the verses were a little different. A lot of times he'd forget the verse and he'd just keep going or repeat the same thing twice. You can be really loose with this, okay? Or you can get really tight with it. It's up to you. You can play it however you want. And as always, the mandolin tunes I'm doing, they're the companion tunes for the same tunes I just recorded on the guitar. So if you're a guitarist wanting to learn to play both instruments, I highly recommend that because playing both instruments will make you a much better guitar player. If you're a mandolin player, getting some blues instruction is going to improve any genre of music you play. Even if I play things a little sloppy, you're gonna get some insights that you really have trouble picking up elsewhere because so much mandolin instruction is bluegrass oriented or gypsy jazz or something like that. Mandolin really used to be a very popular instrument in blues. In the Robert Johnson song, he mentions Willie Brown. Willie Brown was really the sidekick to Charlie Patton. I just blanked on his name. Sidekick to Charlie Patton, and a lot of the records have Charlie Patton picking guitar and Willie Brown playing mandolin on them. Willie Brown was also a fantastic guitar player, one of those that people should remember a lot more in music, and he was they were both a big influence on Mississippi John Hurt. So let's get into this. First of all, I don't like to play the chords up too high when I'm singing because I'm a baritone, and really for blues they sound much better if you do a lower voicing. So I'm going to find the lowest E chord I can play with the E note on top, and that is finding the E note here on the 2nd string, 7th fret. Drop your ring finger, whatever, right? Just one on the 3rd string, 1 fret up, and then your first finger here on the fourth string on the, what is that, 1, 2, 3, fourth fret. There we go. 3-note chord. Next chord is a B7. Actually, we only have to move 2 fingers. Just basically reverse the pinky and ring finger. Move your pinky over 1 and your ring finger back 1. Next is A7. Just slide that same chord down 2 frets. And then it does this little A major. Yeah, and I mean, just literally just lift your pinky and put it down. Back to E. B7. Super simple, okay? And now, it may take you a little while to get used to these 3-note chord fingerings, but they're very convenient. When I get to the little break, you're going to see why. But sliding delta, run right by my door. Sliding delta, run right by my door. All right, that. Okay, so see how easy it actually is to play in the key of E? You don't have to do all kinds of weird tunings. All you got to do is play around with it a little bit. I mean, I've been in jam sessions where, you know, a guitar player wants to play something in E. Okay, there's not a lot of playing in E in bluegrass. I mean, bluegrass is generally D, G, A, C sometimes. Very, like, almost never E. So a lot of mandolin players don't get a lot of practice playing in E, and they're like, uh-oh, I don't know how to play in that key. Well, it's not that hard. It's just that you got to get a little practice. So remember, we're right here with this E chord, right? Well, in the melody, we start on the B flat here. So B flat's the note in the key of E. We're going to play this shape. Yeah, just like that. And actually, all that is you could just lay down your pinky across it, literally. So if we want to play it as a 3-note chord, just go. And then our B flat 7 in that little pyramid shape, 3 fingers, 1 down there, 1 down there, and 1 down there. A7. And then a major, so we go, and A7 like that. So we got, let's see. And actually, let me see. Probably did that wrong. I did do that wrong. Let's do that again. I'm going to go A major here. Oh yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so back to here. E, B flat 7, A7, A major, same shape as we used on the E. And then this is the 7 with the flat 7 on the top, and just put your first finger, middle finger here on the G. Put your ring finger right under it on the second string, and your first finger right over it on the third string. Very convenient chord to use. So one more time, since I said it wrong the first time. Then back to the E, B7. That's it. It's everything you need to know to sit down and play a little slide and delta with by yourself or with a guitar player or in any kind of jam session. And because Doc did it, a lot of bluegrass guitar players are going to know that one. So if you're a bluegrass guy and you want to expand a little bit, you know, you could sit down and say, you know, y'all remember Slide and Delta? Doc Watson used to do that about, you know. And they'll probably be like, the guitar players will be like, yeah, hey, that's in the key E. We don't get to play that a lot, you know. Slide and Delta, run right by my door. Slide and Delta, run right by my door. And really what I'm doing with the pick, when I'm playing the melody, I'm just going. through. Real easy. It's just down. Let's see. Down, through the chord, down, up. Almost like cross picking, which I can teach you how to cross pick at some point. But we're going down through the whole chord. Yeah, so down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. It seems to work real well for the tune. And of course, that is the cross picking pattern, but usually that's done on single strings. And I'm ringing through because I'm doing a chord melody. Okay, play around with it. You can do single notes if you want to. You can just go. It's totally up to you. Play it how you like. Like I said, John Hurt never played it the same way twice. Why should you? So anyway, y'all, feel free to email me if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you next week.